What is going on, guys, and welcome back to another video. So today we're doing a little something different. I wanted to react to IGN. Okay, all right, let me start from the beginning. IGN went ahead and uploaded a video, basically, as you guys can see by the title below, Palworld versus Pokemon comparison. Alright, you guys go on my channel, you see one Palworld video up there. I'm gonna keep it up there, it doesn't matter. I'm not uploading any more Palworld because that game is so much fun. I decided just to play on my own. Now if you guys do want to see gameplay of it, what I can do is create another world. I'll probably play with a friend, and I can make the conditions a little bit harder so they're more enjoyable to watch. But as for what I'm doing now, I'm playing by myself. I'm playing on my own free time. It's super fun, super addicting. I'm loving every second of it. And I'm very curious to see what Nintendo is going to do about this. Because yes, there are a lot of similarities to the Pals and Pokemon, but at the end of the day, Palworld is still its own game, and the similarities stop at what the Pokemons look like. I mean, I'm sorry, what the Pals look like. Like, I'm calling them Pokemon. I don't want Nintendo to win because I love this game, and if Nintendo wins, the game gets taken down. I don't want that, especially since the creators of Palworld went ahead and released a roadmap. Okay, a roadmap of future updates, and I just can't wait for that. So, alright, I'm gonna go ahead and stop talking. We're gonna go ahead and get right into this. We're gonna go ahead and react. Alright, I think I'm good there, unless you guys want me up here. I'm gonna hold it up there just in case, okay? Alright, let's get it.
What's up, everybody? Joshua Yale here. And as a lifelong fan of Pokemon, I'm used to seeing other games in the monster tamer genre that are clearly inspired by Pokemon, like Temtem and Ni no Kuni, but nothing made me do a double take quite like Palworld, aka Pokemon with guns. The first trailer of what looked like a heavily armed Pokemon trainer using a terrified little pocket monster as a bullet shield was a meme come to life.
That was interesting. That was very interesting. Like, when I saw that, I'm like, what the hell?
The ridiculous concept is good for a laugh, what's not so much of a laughing matter is how developer Pocket Pair has seemingly copied elements of more than a few Pokemon designs when making its own creatures for Palworld.
But like I said, the similarity stopped there at the design.
Well, I've got a bone to pick with you, pal, because making a game with creatures inspired by Pokemon is one thing, but ripping them off is too much, which, as I will demonstrate, is the case in some examples.
Alright, we're gonna go ahead and get into it. They are like...
I am not a game designer, but the inspiration for Pokemon comes from all around us. See those keys on the counter? That could be the idea for a new Pokemon. And that ice cream cone? New Pokemon. That literal pile of trash? You get the idea.
New Pokemon.
The fact that Palworld doesn't have wholly original designs for whatever reason seems wild.
Hold on. And this is the thing. This is the thing with me, right? Pokemon has gone downhill. The new Pokemons that are coming out just aren't interesting. You literally have a Pokemon called Pokemon Sword and Shield. One looks like a sword, one looks like a shield. Really? And not to mention, hold on. Not to mention, I just want to Pokemon, what's the new one? Pokemon Scarlet and Violet. Alright. I think it's Scarlet and Violet. Legendaries. Let's go ahead and take a look at these. You gotta be fucking kidding me. It's a bike, my guys. It's a bike. No. 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 They're bikes. I don't know. Let's get
to me. What's more, by not doing so, it potentially opened itself up to legal action from the Pokemon Company and, even worse, criticism
from rabid Pokemon fans like me.
The CEO of Pocket Pair has denied allegations of plagiarism. While Pikachu doesn't appear in Palworld exactly, there's no denying that many of the designs are strikingly similar, whether it's elements of different Pokemon thrown together to make a Pal that's a bit Frankenstein's monster, to more wholesale similarities.
I'm really enjoying the game,
It's
guys.
at least enough to get on the Pokemon Company's radar. The company made a statement saying, quote, "We intend to investigate and take appropriate measures to address any acts that infringe on intellectual property rights related to Pokemon."
Which it's
let's
their
do
right.
our own
It's their
research, and you can be the judge.
This is very interesting, guys. 'Cause
Before I get to the comparisons, it's important to point out I have no issue with the fact that Palworld has elements of Pokemon's gameplay. Countless games do the same thing, and anyone who has played the
And
first
it's a
15
really
minutes
fun
of Palworld
game.
can plainly see that while it does have monster taming, its survival gameplay, crafting mechanics, and the lack of glaring technical issues make it clear that it's otherwise nothing like a Pokemon game. For me, it's all about the
makes it its own
designs of the
game.
Pokemon themselves. The creatures I've spent years of my life getting to know and love, and to see some of my favorites presented in the way that they are in Palworld genuinely breaks my heart, because I'm really in touch with my feelings like that. Okay, so let's get to the comparisons. This first group is full of designs where you can tell which Pokemon inspired each PAL, but the PAL is a wholly original design. There are many of these, so these are just a few to show as an example.
Okay.
The PAL called Sparkit is obviously meant to evoke the Pokemon mascot
Don't say
Pikachu.
Pikachu.
It's
No.
a small, yellow,
No.
furry electric
No.
creature, but it's still very much its own design.
it's all yeah,
This little
exactly.
Firefox pal named Foxparks obviously evokes the little Firefox Pokemon Vulpix,
Vulpix, yeah.
and the
Yep.
flaming tail bears a striking similarity to Charmander's.
All right.
But while these similarities are easy to see, they're nothing more than just that, similarities.
Yeah,
This is a
similarities.
great example of a pal that puts its own unique spin on a familiar Pokemon concept. The same goes for the blue penguin pal Pangolett, which
Piplup?
reminds me of the blue penguin Pokemon Piplup. The same idea,
But
with
they're both
distinctly
penguins.
different execution.
Exactly. Okay. A little something.
Now, most of Palworld's 100 plus monsters are original designs like the ones we just went over. But others bear a much stronger resemblance to specific Pokemon designs, although you might need to look a little bit closer to spot the similarities. For example, these next pals have faces that look just like those of certain Pokemon. For instance, Mazarina's sleepy face is the exact same as Snorlax's,
Snorlax, okay.
except they reverse the direction of the teeth.
Yeah.
Grintail has
Alright.
the same facial features
Alright.
as Galarian Meowth, save for the pupils. Dumud's
Okay.
face is the same derpy one as Slowpoke's, right down to the way the mouth hangs open. The only difference is Dumud has teeth on both top and bottom, whereas
Okay.
Slowpoke only has one set.
All right. I can see that. A striking resemblance.
These
Okay,
next
I can't
pals
wait for
are
this one.
largely unique, save for signature elements from certain Pokemon. The crown on King Paka's forehead looks a whole lot like Empoleon's
Yep.
trident beak.
Empoleon.
Plus, they also share a tall, egg-like body shape when viewed from the front. It's easy to see that the
That one's
Pokemon
kind of a stretch.
Zebstrika inspired the pal called Univolt, but enough is different that you
Kinda.
probably would not mistake one for the other.
Yeah.
This archer pal called
Okay, now it-
Robinquill has the same color scheme, cape, and bow and arrow weapon as the bird Pokemon Decidueye. Toko is a weird bird with a green, yellow, black, red design, much like the Pokemon Xatu.
But it still
also
doesn't
has
look
a similar
similar.
beak to Toucanon.
But it's still not.
All right,
still
next
that
up,
was
the
still
pals
stretched.
in
I
this
don't-
group look like Pokemon doppelgangers, where the base model is similar, but the design on top is different. The humanoid body and pointy ears of the dog warrior
Lucario,
pal
yep.
known as Anubis
That's number
looks
one.
almost the same as the Pokemon Lucario,
That's number
although
one.
it's dressed in Egyptian armor.
That's number one.
Grisbolt has the same body shape, color, and design elements as Electabuzz.
Electabuzz,
The
yep.
insect pal named Elizabeth
Nidoqueen.
has the same snatched
Nidoqueen?
waist, long arms with pointy bug hands, and dressed-like abdomen as the bee Pokemon Vespiquen. Astagon has a
Nidoqueen.
very
Where's that
similar
from?
build and
Zekrom?
shape as Mega Aggro.
I was gonna say Zekrom.
Incineram looks like someone used a Firestone on a Zoroark. Ever wonder what Garchomp would look like if it were an electric bug type?
Okay, yeah.
Palworld's Ozark gives a
Yeah.
pretty good idea with its horns, wings,
Yeah.
and paint job.
All right. I'll give them that. I'll give them that one.
Alrighty, next up, this is
Shit.
where pals start to look a lot more like the Pokemon they're based on. The Jet Dragon pal named Jetragon is a dead
dragonfly?
ringer for the Jet Dragon Pokemon, Latios and Latias. Sorry, giving Wooloo a haircut isn't enough to make Lamball pass as a completely new design.
I'll
Fangalope
give them
just
that
looks
one.
like Cobalion got caught in a strong wind.
Oh shit. Okay. Yeah.
Broncherry is pretty much just a Meganium with a new hairdo. The pal called Wixen might look like it was inspired by Delphox, and in a sense, it might be, but it actually has more in common with a fan-made alternate design of Delphox. And this is Cremus. But
hold on. You're stretching right there. That was a fan-made. Nah. You can't count that one. No. They're stretching right there. They're stretching.
Because you drop an Eevee into a bowl of whipped cream doesn't mean it's suddenly a brand new creature.
They're kind of stretching there too. I can see why they would say Eevee, but then again, how many versions of that look like a Pokemon that looks like this? How many versions of that do Nintendo have? I get it. It's not a big deal because it's their own product, their own designs, but it's copy and paste. And Nintendo is and Nintendo is guilty of doing that.
Sure.
Mishmash.
Moving along, the pals in this group appear to be built from different parts of several Pokemon. Verdash could pass as a copy of Cinderace that was colored green, then they stuck on the ears of Leafeon and the weird neck design of Hisuian Arcanine. Azurobe is a blue snake-like pal sporting a big head of blue hair, and it seems to have Superior's body and Primarina's hair.
I was gonna say
Add Lilligant's crown and Meganium's eyeballs to Gudra's body.
I can see that.
Color it green, and you pretty much have Dinossum.
I can see that.
To me, this is Mega Gardevoir's ballroom gown look with Blossom's flowers on top.
Okay.
Whoever created this unholy atrocity, combining Mewtwo's thick legs with Salazzle's feminine wiles, will never see heaven. It may be pal number 69, but this horror is anything but nice.
Oh my god, okay, that was funny.
And finally, these pals are almost mirror images of their Pokemon counterparts. Boltmane is essentially just a shiny Luxray. However, it is worth noting that while Boltmane was seen in preview footage, it is not currently available in the game. It could have been scrapped, or it may be added at a later day. Only time will tell. Direhowl is little more than a recolored Lycanroc, and you can't convince me otherwise. Okay then, that is all from me. These are all the pals I thought had some similarities to Pokemon. Were there any others that caught your eye, and how do you...
Okay. Alright guys, so like I said, the game is very fun. I like it. I'm enjoying it. I can't really stop playing it, to be honest. Yes, there are a bunch of similarities, and I agree with some of the things he said. Some were actually reaching. I'm not gonna get into that one. But other than that, honestly, I say Nintendo, let it go. Let it go. You guys are just mad because it's actually doing way better than Pokemon. Sorry, but a survival Pokemon game, everybody's wanted that. Should've listened to your fans. With that being said, if you enjoyed this video, please leave a like, comment, share, subscribe. You already know what it is. Turn on bell notification to know when I'm uploading next. I'm out. Listen to your fans, Nintendo.